What's up, y'all? We're doing center mass now. I've got a lot of comments saying this one is going to be blocked, so we're going to pause. For the first 20 seconds, you'll see my face as I react to that. Then I will unmute it, and we'll listen to it as we go. I'm probably going to pause a lot, which is great. Gives me an excuse to pause. Let's do this thing. This is center mass on my journey to listening to Breach live for the first time. So far, so good. Loving it. This is center mass. Here goes the mute. And I'm going to listen to it, and you're just going to hear me reacting to it. Onward, here we go. Jazz chords. Oh, major 7 chord. Dominant. 5-1, 5-1. Right this way. Da-da-da. Maybe these clips they're using. Maybe those clips are the one that gets copyrighted. I don't know. But so far, bum, bum. Here's what I'm hearing. So I'm hearing like a, maybe like a, little dirty for a jazz chord progression, but that's what I'm hearing. Then they have some samples going up over the top, but we're gonna listen to it now. Here we go.
A little softer than I used to be. Used to mouth off often with artillery. Now with his cough drops and soft spots in the middle seat. Right this way. Chivalry. A tighter space than I used to know. Spread out wide no more. Pinch my shoulders close, hoping they misplace my reservation. Right.
Here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing like a, I think they have the major 7 in the bass there, and then the 5 chord is actually a diminished, so it basically makes it a D with a flat 9, but that's high up. We'll go, nope, it's here. Obviously it's a piano too, so it's harder to pick out, and it's jazz, which is the hardest stuff to learn about here. You really have to have a lot of knowledge of how the chords work and all of that. So let's keep it going.
Okay. I know. You said you made it to the top. I lied. So tell us how did you make up already?
My chords.
I pull on my shirt sleeve to cover half of my hands. Bring my arms closer to my body. Get as small as I can. They call it center mass. That part they aim for.
Okay, so we got sick ass drums. We got the bass, dude, right? Doing a lot of syncopation, a lot of 16th notes, lots of choppy movements. Then we got na, a melody. It's doubled. There's 2 voices there. Either he sang it twice, which is the coolest way to get a double, because then you have 2 of the almost identical parts, but they're slightly different. So they offer slightly different sonic frequencies and qualities. And then you have the ooh on the top, and that's what I'm hearing. I don't hear any chords playing over this part. And that was my obligatory pause. Onward.
Shrink it down to nothing and forgetting.
Listen to the double
in the
main voice.
On my shirt sleeve.
Now it's octaves.
Half of my face. Bring my arms closer to my body.
Maybe.
Get as small as they say. They call it center mass. That part they aim for.
Oh my god, it smells like Teen Spirit beat, right? You know how he does the right? That is right here. He does like half of it, but listen, that's totally the fill. I know that Dave Grohl says he got that from like R&B stuff, but just listen.
Get as small as they say. They call it center mass. That part they aim for. Right
Hell
this
yeah.
way if you're frustrated. Your first mate.
Oh, the chords are strange.
First way, try your want to be shown on the bus.
The 5, starting on the 5 chord.
Chains of my huff. Anxious enough as it is. Gotta walk, never looking up once at the kids in the park. What a day, getting dark, what a day. Right this way. Okay. I know. You said you made it to the
Well, that's so sick.
I lied. So tell us how did you make up for it? Well, I pull on my.
So that bum, pausing a lot, dude, but we don't want to get demonetized. Plus, or blocked rather. And then so bum. So the 1 is here. So I'm hearing the 7. So bum. Let's see, what would it be? Let's listen to it one more time real quick.
I know.
Love this, the best part.
Okay. I know. You said you made it to the top.
Right? Almost, right? Should be like a... and then a... basically it's like a D minor to a B flat major, I think.
I lied, okay. I know. You said you made it to the top. I lied. So tell us how did you make that boring?
No, that's not right. I think it's reverse. B flat major and then a D minor. And then a C.
I pull on my shirt.
Pretty cool. Hopefully that's right. If not, I'll edit and post.
Arms closer to my body. Get as small as I can. They call it center mass. That part they aim for. Shrink it down to nothing. And forgetting what the pain's for. I pull on my shirt sleeve to cover half of my face. Bring my arms closer to my body. Get as small as they say. They call it center mass. That part they aim for. Shrink it down to nothing. And forgetting what the pain's for.
Woo! Thank you so much, Oppressed Potato. Sorry to miss the first bit. Love your content a lot, and I'm glad to see you enjoying our boys. Side note, love the jacket. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're gifting us with reaction, but please take care of yourself and take breaks if you need. I will do that. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Appreciate it. Love it. All right, center mass. Hopefully we've taken enough pauses. Here we go. We're going to go back to it. So far, I like it. There's no big sexy hooks yet, which I'm always expecting and waiting for. However, I do love the chords. It's first sounds like a D7 flat 9 to a G major 7, and then all of a sudden we're in a B flat major 7 or like a Lydian vibe there, and then up to a D minor, which before it was D7, I think. Man, if none of this is right, I'm gonna feel stupid. All right, onward. Here we go.
That part they aim.
Here's that big sexy hook I wanted, dude. Within 2 seconds. Here we go. W's in the chat for Oppressed Potato. Thank you so much. More like a bridge.
I hope you understand.
Still cool.
This run-on sentence. The tattoos only hurt when meaning fades. I think my skin got worse with good intentions. I don't wanna say what happened. I just wanna let it go. Nothing was the same right after I went to the funeral. I miss you so much. Take what you want. Take what you want from me. Took you for granted.
Obligatory pause. Just take a breath. This one's less for the copyright and more from my own brain. Onward.
They call it center mass. That part they aim for. That part they aim for. That part they aim for.
Oh, this part's cool.
That part they aim for.
There it goes, another offbeat ending. You know, I was expecting it. So far, the Breach album has not let down, dude. I love this so much. That song was, I was riding a high on a 9 out of 10. You know, it was great. 21 Pilots, obviously one of the best bands and songwriting stuff that exists. However, it was lacking. You agree with me, Reed? It was lacking a little bit in big sexy hookness, and then and then it had, I don't know necessarily if that's a big sexy hook, but it was a big sexy bridge, and I love it, and I'm here for it. Center mass. Hopefully y'all are watching this on YouTube and not just behind a paywall on Patreon, because hopefully they didn't blog it. But thank you so much for watching Center Mass. We're going to get on to the next track next time, which is Cottonwood. And there's a few more on this album. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate the love. And, you know, peace.